Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2024 My Team Career. This time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Before you get into it, why the head down below, like and subscribe, it does help out a lot. And let's get right into it. So here I am out for my flying lap around the Yas Marina circuit. Over here, of course, for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the final round of Season 2 of My Team Career. We're going to be moving down to a 10 race calendar after this, because I want to get a couple more seasons under the belt. Maybe get up to Season 6 before Formula 1 2022 comes out. Really, my plan was to finish Season 2 before the new year even started, but you know, we're already nearly 3 months in, so definitely didn't go too well that. Maybe even like, you know, by the end of January we wanted to have this season finished, but I skipped out quite a lot of days. But here we are, focused on the last quali of the season, seeing if we can improve even more. We are 1/10 up at the moment, actually 2/10 up now. Can we improve from P13 on the grid over here? We've got the two AlphaTauris ahead of us right now, and of course I'm pretty sure we're just slightly behind the AlphaTauris on the R&D charts. I'm pretty sure if I just get one more like major upgrade or something, we're actually going to be above AlphaTauri in that kind of aspect. Kind of sucks that we're just probably too far away to actually get P7 in the constructor standings, but that's just because it's only been me who has actually been scoring the points and not my teammate. But 2.5 tenths up past the line, it actually brings us up to P12. So we split the two AlphaTauris just behind Yuki Tsunoda and just ahead of Pierre Gasly, with Norris on pole, Verstappen in second place, and Ricciardo in third place. 2.3 seconds away from pole position. Let's see what we can do during the race.
It's time then for one final race in this year's Formula 1 World Championship. 2010 saw 4 drivers in contention for the title coming into this race, with Sebastian Vettel prevailing to become the youngest world champion to date. Is there one last sting of the tail awaiting us today? Well, it's time to find out. Here comes the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have 21 corners here at the Yas Marina circuit, 12 to the left and 9 to the right. It's a total lap distance of just over 3.4 miles. There are 2 long back straights opening up some passing opportunities into the braking zones, and we expect average lap speeds of around 123 miles an hour. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Sergio Perez and Hamilton, Bottas, Giovinazzi, Red and Daniel Ricciardo, Vettel, Stroll, George Russell and Delatraz. Gasly, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Latifi, Esteban Ocon and Guan Yu Zhou. Tsunoda, Lundgaard, they've taken a grid penalty. Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So here we are lined up a couple positions ahead because a couple cars have gotten some penalties, so that's good for us. Already in the points, starting off in P9 over here, as it's lights out and away we go. We get a really bad start, to be honest. I thought Valtteri Bottas ahead of us had a poor start, but we had an even worse one over here, as we are down to P10 and we just have no space to go. Bottas has actually just had a really bad start over there, and we just had nowhere to go. And actually over here, virtual safety car straight away. I'm pretty sure we had some contact with Stroll over there, and he has some front wing damage, which he actually is going to pit in for, as well, I think I kind of followed my line through over there, but I'm pretty sure I didn't have any replays of it happening, but I did feel it, and actually looked back. I did actually show it in the race over here, but I looked back and it did look like Stroll had about half of his front wing missing, so that sucks for him, as we are on lap 3. DRS activated, of course, but not ready to use it yet, as we are nearly 3 seconds away from Bottas in P8, so losing quite a lot of time fighting with Ricciardo over here. But I just kind of wanted to secure the points in this race, even if it is like P9, P10. Really just wanted at least a couple points in this race. Of course, it being the last race of the season, just want to finish off on the high so we can come into the next season ready to score some consecutive points in races, and maybe even fight for podiums, maybe even some race wins towards the end of next season. We never know, as Daniel Ricciardo gets past us in the McLaren on the first kind of main straight, but are we going to be able to get past him on the second straight over here? Just about barely avoid making contact with him, but we do manage to get past. And honestly, turning down the traction control, well, turning it down to medium, has just made this game just so much more fun, because you're actually just having to, I don't know, just putting so much more focus into the game, just trying to put down the throttle, but then again try and actually turn and not lose you know, the traction and not spin out. It's just really fun, as we pit in on lap 6. Actually, Ricciardo has pitted as well, so might be some damage for the Australian over there, as he was actually pretty close with Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin just on the lap 5 over there, so might be some contact with him. Actually, seeing as he is still in the pits, that might be why, and he actually has come out 5 seconds behind, so yeah, probably some sort of front wing change for the McLaren man over there, as we actually get an undercut on Bottas over here, which is actually quite insane. Bottas was, of course, about 3.5, maybe even 4 seconds ahead of us before we actually went to the pit, so I'm not really sure if he had to change his front wing over there as well. But as we go on to lap 9, we go back up to P9, actually P8, because of course we have that overtake on Bottas, but he's honestly like at least a second a lap faster than us, so I kind of let him pass over there. I just wanted a good run over here to kind of not waste any time, get into Bottas' slipstream over here. Of course he's going to get DRS, but he was going to get past me down the straight anyway, if not this straight then the next straight, and I would have just lost time if I was just trying to fight him in that kind of hairpin over there. So I let him past, use the slipstream over there, get DRS over here. We're not going to be able to catch up, but we're going to just keep up with him just enough to kind of get away from Vettel and P10 just a little bit, so we have a fighting chance of actually getting P9 in this race, as on lap 12 Sebastian Vettel has closed down that gap to 9/10 of a second, so we do really need to watch out to actually, you know, stay ahead in that P9 position, as I really want to get those 2 points. So it would really mean quite a lot. And on lap 13, 3/10 separate us and the Aston Martin just behind with DRS. Really got to watch, as you can see, changing positions over there quite quickly. As we go down to the braking zone, Sebastian Vettel gets ahead of us just momentarily, but we do manage to just, I don't know, brake a little bit later, and of course get that inside line to the corner to get that P9, still keep that P9. Sebastian Vettel is coming back right at us again, but we do have the inside line once again, and we take the race line, and we remain P9 for the time being. And that was all of the fighting that we had with Sebastian Vettel. Afterwards, I just got a good run onto the straights, and he just couldn't catch up even with the DRS. So P9 in the last race of Season 2 of my team career. Hoping for more. Of course, Wednesday's video is going to be Season 3, so hopefully some more good races and a good season ahead of us.
Pick up rubber and bring it home.
It's been a roller coaster season there, but they can go into the winter with their heads held high after an emphatic victory here today. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
So it's a win for Max Verstappen with Sergio Perez MP2 and Norris slips down from pole position to P3. We finish where we started, MP9, and it does look like the Red Bulls are going to be a challenge for Mercedes and McLaren next season for the driver standings and for the constructors. We stay in P9 in drivers and P8 in the constructors. There was probably nothing more that I could have done without, a second driver actually scoring points as well, but we'll see what we can do next season. For now, that is going to be. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.